What's going on, guys? Today we got a carburetor here off of a 350 Grizzly. This is a 2006 model. We're going to show you how to tear it down, get it all cleaned up, put a rebuild kit in it, and get it ready to go back on the machine. So let's get started on it. First thing you want to do is get it flipped upside down. We've done broke these loose. We're going to take our bowl off. Take this off. Set it to the side. Don't forget where your idler adjuster bracket goes. With this facing this way, this is going to be the side that goes onto our motor. It goes on the top left. Now we're down. We're going to take this screw out to give us access to take our floats off. Now we're going to remove this screw here to get our seat out. We'll make sure you get the right screwdriver because this screw here is very small. Sometimes these seats are stuck, so a good pair of needle nose will get these out. I'm going to pull this seat out, set it to the side. Now we're going to take our jets out. Make sure you keep these separated because they are different sizes, so you can measure them and make sure you put each one back where it goes, comparing it with the new ones. And what I mean by sizes is these jets have holes in them, and the holes is what's going to be different sizes, and these have small numbers written on them, and that's what you want to compare the numbers with. This piece right here of the jet will come out separately usually, and you have to clean this piece up and reuse it because most kits does not come with that piece. I call that the secondary, and this right here is just part of the idler. And then we got one more. Right here, you got your air fuel mixture. Some people don't replace these. I've always replaced them. They can be a little aggravating. They have a spring, a rubber washer, and a metal washer. And we'll show you how to put that back together here in just a moment. And that is usually the best way to get one of them out is with a piece of welding wire. So now that we got our air idle fuel mixture out, now we're going to take this one out. This one is an 8mm. Just break it loose. It does have a rubber washer on the bottom side of it. Kit should come with one. As you can see, it's got some build up on it. You just take your little wire brush and clean it off. We'll go over that in just a moment. Now we're going to flip it over to the side. This is going to be your accelerator pump. We're going to take it off next. With your accelerator pump, be careful. There is a spring underneath this, and usually it is got quite a bit of pressure under it. And these things are bad about jumping off and causing you to lose them. Sometimes they get stuck. There we go. Just like that. So next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna want to peel this off and check it. These right here can dry out and get little pinholes in them and stuff. This one here still will be in pretty good shape. It's not completely gone. It's not too bad. Not got no holes in it. Now you want to set these to the side because you do not want to get no carburetor cleaner, brake cleaner, anything on that. If them are dirty, you just want to clean them off with a damp cloth or some water or something. No type of cleaner. Now, next thing we're going to do is move over and take off this top diaphragm. This too has a spring under it, but it's usually not as loaded as the side one is. And the same way with this diaphragm here, it's just going to peel out. These do get kind of stuck in there from just sitting and old gas getting on them and stuff. And we're going to do the same way with it. Just go around, give it a little tug, and make sure we got no holes in it and stuff. And you can take and kind of wipe this off if you want to put some carburetor cleaner on a rag and wipe right there. But again, do not get this rubber with any type of carburetor cleaner, brake cleaner, anything. It will ruin it. Now what we're going to do is, we got our carburetor taken all the way down. I like to take, down in the description I'll have all this stuff listed if you want to check it out. I use these brushes like this and this. Of course, when they're new, they look a little better. To clean these carburetors with, to get down in a lot of the deep areas. And whenever they're extremely dirty, worse than this, these things work phenomenal to cut down on a lot of the work of scraping and stuff with little picks and stuff. But I go through, spray all these little ports and stuff with carburetor cleaner down in all these little holes and everywhere. And I'll go through and spray everything out real good. I got another jet, looks like right there to take out. And go through and clean everything out and spray everything out with air if you want to. And then we'll get ready for reassembling. So now we're just going to go through, spray everything off, clean everything up, and get ready to reassemble. We've got everything cleaned out and everything, so now it's time to reassemble. Don't forget, everything that we've used here will be down in the description below. Check that out. We've got our new rubber O-ring that come in our kit on this. We're gonna screw this back down on there. Take, and you're just gonna snug it up. This was our old one that we pulled out. I told you we needed to save. We just cleaned it up. That should be pretty good right there. Now we're gonna put our primary jet in. This one, we done compared it. Got our size. This is the bigger one. This is our other secondary. It goes here. right here. It's always good to check these, make sure they're clear, along with making sure that your numbers match up and everything. And again, these are brass, so we're just wanting to snug them down real good. We ain't gotta put no death grip on them. Now we're gonna move it around to this one right here that we took out. This small one. So now that we got these three in and this one over here on the front side in, now we're gonna move to our idler air fuel mixture. You've got your little jet piece here. We've got our spring already on it. Then we have this rubber O-ring and metal washer. And this goes just like this. It goes spring, metal washer. Then the rubber O-ring goes on last. So it should look just like that. Then once you insert this, what we're gonna do is you're gonna screw this all the way down till it touches. We're not gonna screw it down tight. We're just gonna screw it down till it touches. And once we get it down, we're gonna back it off 2.5 rounds. There's 1, 2.5. Here's our new seat. It comes with a new screen on it. This is optional if you want to run it. It's totally up to you. Now, a lot of times these are hard to get pressed in. If you want to, you can put just a little dab of oil or grease around this, depending on how hard they are to get in. That one did not take much to get in, so we're just gonna run it like it is. Now we're gonna put our little screw back in place to hold it down and move on to putting our needle in with our floats. So now we got our float and our needle here. It's got this little hanger on it. It's gonna go right up in here. And hook just like so. Now we're going to put the screw back in to hold our floats in place. Now, a good way to check these is you can take the carburetor and flip it upside down, which allows the floats to hang. And over here is where the fuel will be entering in. You can take and blow air in this and work your floats up and down. And if you don't feel any air seeping by with it just very slightly pressed up like this, then you know that your float is sealing off like it's supposed to and everything is working properly. And if not, then you know that there's still a little bit of trash or a grain of sand or something causing that not to. So now we got our new gasket on our bowl. So now it's time to put these two together. And just like we took it apart, this is the part that goes into our motor. And this piece right here goes over here on our top left to hold our idle adjustment. I'm just gonna use that to get it snug down there real quick. And we're doing these in a crisscross pattern and not in a circle to make sure that this goes down evenly. And then we'll come back with a screwdriver and make sure that everything's tightened down properly. So now that we got our bowl on and everything, now it's time to put this back on, this accelerator pump back on the side. So we got our pump. Let's not forget our spring. It's very important. Make sure it's sitting down in there like it's supposed to. You do not want to put sealer or nothing on this, or else it will not work properly. This does have a little tip down in there that it sits on. We're just going to use this to run this down. Go back and snug it up. Now we got this on, it's time to do our top diaphragm. It's just going to slide back in place. You want to make sure that when you're putting it in, it does go back down into this hole right there, like it's supposed to. And then you got your spring, and these do go on a certain way. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's functioning like it's supposed to. We got our 2 screws. And there you have it. This carburetor right here is now ready to go back on the machine and ready to be put back into service. We appreciate you guys following along. Check out our stuff down in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.